back to the Hyper Chef. Today we're going to make one of my absolute favorites, zucchini parm. I am not a fan of eggplant parm, but I love zucchini parm. I already have it in process, because a lot of the steps are just boring. On the mandolin, slice the zucchini, about 6 slices. The end slices that are all green skin, I take those, I put them in the fridge, and I use them for omelets. So what do? It's very simple. It's flour, it's egg. I saved the last 2 to show you. It's flour, it's beaten egg. See, I'm at the bottom of the egg, but I'm not gonna waste any more egg. It's the damn immigrant mentality. And then it's just breadcrumb with panko. That's all it is. You coat them. I always put them on a baking sheet on wax paper or parchment paper, and then I start frying them. So we're just gonna do these last 2 quickly, because I'm gonna drop them right in the pan, because I'm already frying. What you do when you fry them in a little bit of vegetable oil or canola oil if you prefer, whichever one, I don't care which. And you cook them till they're lightly golden brown, which I'll show you in a minute. And when you flip them, you throw a little kosher salt on top, just a little kosher salt or sea salt. You see now these are fully coated, these are done. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna drop these in the fry pan. And I have one left in there, which has probably been sitting for too long. Let me take it out. Set for just a little too long, but that's okay, we'll make it work.
Extra crispy.
Extra crispy. And now we're gonna come back here, and while that is cooking, I'm gonna show you how you assemble this. This is how simple this is. Now, of course, the part that you're not seeing is I made the pot of sauce and meatballs in advance, but that's in a separate episode. So you'll be able to pick that up. What you do to assemble this while the last 2 are cooking. You just take the sauce, which I already made and skimmed because it came out a little fatty today. You put a thin layer on the bottom. That's number 1. Then you take your zucchini and you layer it one direction. This is what I do. And then I'm going to put a little more sauce over the top. Like that. This is a perfect do-ahead. If I'm making this and serving it the same day, I usually make it many hours in advance and let it sit on the counter unbaked. A little grated cheese, a little shredded mozzarella. Now, I always go the opposite direction. They went one way this time, and I never go higher than 3 layers. So we're gonna go like that. You put a little more sauce. All right. Just a little bit, cover it all up. Let that panko soak everything in. Little grated cheese. Little shredded mozzarella. I like whole milk. If you want to use part skim, that's fine. I'm a purist. I like the whole milk. Sometimes the part skim has a little bit of a bitter flavor. Then I come back and just flip these so they don't burn, which they're about to do. There you go. Now I flip them, and then what do we do next? Like I said, you hit them. Since these are the last ones, will be a little darker because, of course, the oil's getting dark. And those will come off in a minute, and we'll drain those. In the meantime, back to here. Layer number 3. Other direction again. And you see 3 zucchinis made all this. All right, so what we're gonna do is gonna go like that. And then we're gonna make another little one. I have enough to make another little one. So this made an entire tray, and it's gonna make a part of a second tray. You can actually, what you can do with this is you can actually, after you let it sit on the counter, you don't have to bake it the same day at 350. You can just let it sit on the counter until it cools, freeze it unbaked. And then when you wanna bake it, I do it right from the freezer. Don't even defrost it. Let it heat up in a 350 oven. Because remember, it's fully cooked. All you're really doing is melting the mozzarella and letting the flavors mix, which is why I let it sit on the counter. Okay, let's go back and grab that out before they burn. Perfect. You see the difference. The first ones are so much lighter as they don't pick up all the bits in the breadcrumb. So we're gonna blot those. And then all I'm going to do is you're going to let this sit on the counter till it cools. Once it cools, you're going to cover it with foil, and you can bake it at 350. 30 minutes is fine, because like I said, it's fully cooked. Or you can freeze it wrapped in foil, just like that. Take it right out, and boom, right in the oven. Usually for the last 5 minutes, I'll take it out and I'll uncover it and just let it get a little brown on top. And there you have it, zucchini parm. Absolutely delicious hot, amazing cold on a sandwich the next day. It's absolutely phenomenal. And again, another vegetarian meal. Well, except for the meatballs, of course. So as we like to say on the Hyper Chef, mangia con buon gusto.